has become very well known in the worship space.
Yeah, the saying is where the Nord is, the Lord is.
Right.
Hey everybody, Jordan Houghton here with my friend Jacob Dupre and the Nord Piano 6. You were walking through some of these settings a little bit earlier, and I gotta say, I'm already a little bit obsessed. But can you just show me real quick, 2 of your favorite patches off the top of your head?
Oh man, well it's hard because Nord just has a gorgeous library of sounds, which I'm sure you've gathered just from the short time you've played.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, because this is new. But the pianos, I think, are what I always come back to. The pianos and the EPs, like any of the Rhodes sounds, I super love. So the first preset, the first program is the White Grand, which...
Okay, well, I mean, anything sounds good when you play like that.
Yeah.
It's super responsive too.
It's super responsive, and as many people that are familiar with Nord will know, it's not a super heavy key bed, but I've never felt like I was lacking in expressive ability. And I think it is because these pianos are sampled so well, they're beautiful, and just made to work well with the key bed, with the feel. It all just comes together. But yeah, I mentioned, so favorite sounds, the EPs are just also gorgeous. Even that, just the sort of raw sound. But you start adding effects, and then they really start coming to life. Like play a little bit of that, if you would.
A little bit of what you just did?
No,
not gonna...
a little bit of whatever you'd like.
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit more simplified.
Yeah.
Ron cannoli just because I can.
I like it, but and we were talking, and anybody hearing you play can tell you play in church, right?
Yes. That's the only place I play.
That's the only place you play, yeah. So that's
not true.
Yeah, right. So I mean, the impression I think that you have, which a lot of church musicians would, is that this really serves that kind of playing a lot. I mean, Nord has become very well known in the worship space.
Yeah, the saying is where the Nord is, the Lord is.
Right.
Happens to be very true. Check it out. So I will say that was one of the first things that I thought of. This is a very, very, very straightforward stage piano.
Yeah.
Easy to navigate through and easy to understand. But the sounds are just so full and vibrant just on their own. Because there were some string patches that you were playing earlier. Can you take me through a couple of the more full ones?
Sure.
And then layer them with a solid, maybe the felt upright?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So yeah, if I just pull up any of the piano layers, there it is, Velvet Grand. So great by itself. But yeah, like you say, in a situation, you're like, I need to bring some strings in, I need to be able to bring a pad in. So just flip on one of these synth layers, and here's a Spitfire string quartet already ready to go. And with what's new on the Nord Piano 6 is the LED faders and the independent layer per section. So layer A and B, independent of one another. So you can set that mix and that level however you'd like to. There's some really nice, in addition to strings, there's some really nice synth pads in there as well.
That's my favorite.
Which is, hey man, that's worship.
I'm a synth pad
bread and
fanboy.
butter right there. So I mean,
also think I just got saved again.
Right.
You mind if I see something? So one thing I do on like every Nord is I'll layer the pianos.
Yeah.
I think I did it a little bit earlier. So you got the grain there. I'll do like an upright.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives like almost a chorus.
Mm.
I'm not gonna do all that extra stuff because this is what I got. But
No, man.
got a couple fancy moments.
I like that there.
Just that one.
You threw me a little minor 11 in there.
Yeah.
You surprised
That's
me.
just for you.
It sounds really good.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I loved it, man.
See, that's not fair.
No.
That's
dude.
why I don't play next to him.
Yeah. And I think
I was
that.
gonna throw you off, and why would I think that?
No, man. I love it. Those are some sick harmonies. But yeah, I mean, these are just the pads down here. That's just piano layered with synth pads.
It's kind of all you need sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely sufficient, but a very full sound. And just for anybody watching, like this, sort of a react video here. Like you've not played this instrument before.
No, but I'm taking it home with me.
But you're right. You're already ready for one, and you sat down and like you're very quickly making sounds and patches that you're used to doing on other instruments.
Yeah.
And it was really easy for you to just dive in and start changing the levels, finding new sounds. It speaks to, like I kind of said in the other video, just how user-friendly Nord is.
Yeah,
Because
I
everything's
think-
right at your fingertips.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are hesitant about this when they look at it at face value because
Yeah.
it does look.
It's a lot of buttons.
It looks aggressive.
It does.
At the same time, when you sit down with it for just a couple minutes, and I spoke about this in my Best Keyboards for Worship video, you kind of sit for a little bit and start to navigate for 2 seconds, and you go, oh, I can do that. Then it starts to make more sense, and then you dive into it more, and it just pulls you in more and more because of the freedom that you do have to control every single individual layer.
Right.
So I mean, it's what you make it. But this is so straightforward, and probably I would say the most user-friendly one that I've sat down with so far, that any volunteer could sit with it and feel confident.
Totally.
But also, I mean, listen to it.
Yeah, you hear those sounds and you're like, I will get over the learning curve and learn this interface so that I can have this library. Because that's the other cool thing about Nord is they have the Nord library. They have the app that's where you can access their whole library of sounds. You used to have to go to Nord Keyboard's website to put sounds on here, but now it's all built into the app on the Mac or PC. So
That's dope.
you can interchange pianos, add different samples, save all your programs, all your presets in order, reorder them from your laptop. And that's what I've done, because Nord has been what I've chosen to tour with and play on for a while.
Sure.
And so I don't have to travel with the keyboard. All I need is my laptop, and I plug it in, and all the sounds I programmed at home, everything, I can dump it on any Nord anywhere around the world.
Well, I'm going to get my Nord eventually. We're going to have to do
man.
that to mine, so thank you in advance
of
for
course.
letting me force you to do that.
Of course.
Great.
You got it.
Okay, so can you talk to me a little bit about this triple pedal down there as well?
Yes. So for the triple pedal, you get the main 3 pedals that you get on a grand piano. Of course, the one most people are using is the sustain on the far right. Which,
Wait, come on, pedal noise.
did you hear that?
Yeah. I don't need any more reasons to get one.
Yeah, it's really good, right? And
Come on, Nord.
one cool little tidbit is on one of the other instruments that has a pump effect, which is kind of like a oots, oots, it's kind of like an EDM thing.
Oh, sure.
You can control that with the pedal, so you can actually tap the tempo and get like a pump effect,
Okay.
which is really cool.
I need, again,
Yeah.
I don't need more reasons.
Right. So anybody that has one of the other Nords, like the Stage 4 that has that effect, you can also get the triple pedal. But the triple pedal, I believe, comes with the Piano 6.
Right.
But it's worth having, so worth having,
Absolutely.
because besides the sustain, you can actually set this to be a program changer.
Oh, really?
So just like what you do with the main knob here to go between programs and presets, you can do that with your feet.
Oh, the up and down?
So, you know, on a show, you could have 4 layers here planned, then you can easily switch between another 4 layers. You don't have to take your hands off the instrument.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. And then other accessories you can also get, if you have a control pedal, there is a control pedal or volume pedal input, and that can be used to control certain effects. So with control pedal, which we don't have right now, but you can be opening and closing that filter with the yeah.
That's why we're here together.
That's why we're here.
That's the only teamwork I can do with you right now.
It's nice. But yeah, so with the Piano 6, it is borrowing some of the more like performance features that are in the Stage 4 and some of the other models. So, you know, you don't have the full pitch bend or the modulation wheel. You have to go with the Stage 4, one of the others for that.
Sure.
But you do have the vibrato button, so you can control vibrato on your synth sounds under the sample synth. And you do have the option of the control pedal to be able to change, either use it as a volume pedal to change the level of the individual sounds, or some of the effects. So for those live performers, it's not just like a piano, like just set a preset and play.
Right.
You can change it in real time.
That's it.
Peace.
I don't know what that was. If you want to find out more about the Nord Piano 6, head on over to sweetwater.com or contact your Sweetwater sales engineer.